From Philadelphia, MLB Network is live from Citizens Bank Park. Lots of pink all around for this Mother's Day matchup between the New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies. The Mets have played excellent baseball of late. They'll try to bring their win streak to a baker's dozen next. Jake Arrieta will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has really good stuff, and when he's commanding his off-speed pitches like he was in this last one, he threw the ball really well, picking up the win and allowing only 2 runs. If he brings that stuff back in this one, it could be back-to-back powerhouse performances.
Next for the Mets, Ahmed Rosario, currently 9th in the NL in hitting, entering play. First offering on its way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. Dan, D-Row, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax. That's the game plan right there. Elevate the sinker from the offensive standpoint. That's what they talked about in the hitters meeting. And on the flip side, if the pitcher doesn't get that pitch down, there's going to be a call to the pen shortly.
Next up for New York, Asdrubal Cabrera, as he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. Here comes the first pitch. Runners going. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the
hit hard on the ground towards second. Hernandez takes it in, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. And now a chance to meet the Mets. D-Row, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He is going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
Now in the box, Michael Conforto. He's come up in big spots like this more than once this year. Currently second in the NL in RBIs. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And no advance. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is a sinker that misses for a ball.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the 3-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
Ready with the 2-0. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Rosario takes his lead at third with one away. The 2-2. Hit to first. Santana's got it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score.
Really good team at bat right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does just that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first run of the game from third.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Yoenis Cespedes, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close, and he offered at it. I'm not sure right now if I'm the pitcher. You could probably throw anything you want up there, and this guy's going to swing at it.
A ball and a strike now. 2 out, nobody on. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. To bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The next 3-2. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Mets 1 and the Phillies coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Zach Wheeler gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Here's the first pitch to him. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch. Hey, from a hitter's perspective, I don't mind that take right there. I know it's in the zone, but this is a hitter's yard. You want something bell high that you can get loose on.
Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Slow grounder to first. Gonzalez is there. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. A moment now to check out the hometown Phil's starting lineup. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
You know, Matty, I took a look at this lineup today and getting a chance to talk to some of the guys around the cage. One thing that they preached to me was the fact that they were dead last in the league in grounding into double plays, and well aware of the fact that they don't shoot themselves in the foot. They give themselves a chance when they're putting guys on base to drive in runs and not get that 2-for-1 sale.
The windup and the 0-1. Breaking ball in for a strike. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Cesar Hernandez. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. No balls and 1 strike. Wheeler into his motion, coming at him with the 0-1. Grounded to the right. And that is through into right field for a single. He has success with 2 out, and the bottom of the first stays moving.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Blowing away as he misses again, 2-0.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
3-0 to him now. Here it comes, the 3-0. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. In there, 0-1.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Stepping up now, Jay Bruce. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. First pitch on its way. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will, just to the right of the chalk, a fair ball. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Dan, after that base hit right there, we're talking about 2 full weeks of finding a way to be productive and get a knock.
Good to think about that. You think how hard it is to get a base hit in a professional baseball game, and for him to be able to do it 14 consecutive days in a row as a pitcher, you have to just tip your cap to this guy.
Here's Todd Frazier now, and he's the right man for the job with runners in scoring position as he ranks 5th in the National League in RBIs entering play. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Frazier, or the Todd Father as he's affectionately called, is the leading vote getter at third base in all-star balloting coming into today, so it looks very likely at least that he'll be on the squad if not starting.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised this guy is on the top of the all-star game voting, but you have to take a step back. This is being voted on by the fans, so I can't imagine how he feels to be voted in by his fans to start in the all-star game right now.
Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
As a former pitcher, I can tell you sometimes you're just going to have games that get away from you. He's been struggling all outing long, and that wild pitch puts a little salt into the wound. He just hasn't had it in this one.
1-2 pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2.
All right, no more hope, and he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here, because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
Here now the 2-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. Gone! A two-run homer that time for Todd Frazier. Number 17 for him on the season, and the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Here's Adrian now. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
The 2-2. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Altair moving in. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And the guy manning shortstop today is J.P. Crawford. This guy, he doesn't have the quickest feet in the game, but he has unbelievable range, a strong arm, and very, very quick hands. And he is just the start of the new wave of the next line of great shortstops.
Strike 2.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2. You've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. The catcher Devin Meserably stands in. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that slider's almost in the dirt. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Meserably is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. The 1-1 is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate. Two and 2 to the Mets catcher. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here? A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's 3-0 New York. So next to the plate for the Phils, Jorge Alfaro. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
Takes a knee-high fastball. Here's Wheeler on 1-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
1-2.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called. And that'll be the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And let's focus on Adrian Gonzalez, one of the best in the business at first base. The ability to bail his infielders out time and time again with soft hands and pick ability.
Into the box now, J.P. Crawford, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Favorable call in there for a strike.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cespedes comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning.
Batting eighth, third baseman, Adam.
Set to get his day started, Adam Rosales, batting just a notch below. .300 so far on the season. First delivery to him on the way. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
And a swing and a miss. Does that look like self-defense there? It's 2-2.
Two things pitchers really love: called strike.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Phillies down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. City's founder William Penn seen atop City Hall here in Philadelphia as we welcome you back to our MLB Network broadcast. And that will bring in the former top prospect Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead it off against Jake Arrieta.
one of the keys to securing a win. They want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
The windup and the 0-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So one gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. Stepping in and ready for another shot as Asdrubal Cabrera. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And that misses for ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. Weak roller right side. On to first, and Cabrera's a ground out victim. 2 away.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Michael Conforto. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 out, nobody on. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Digging in to try it again, Yoenis Cespedes. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
The 1-2. Hit high and deep out to left field. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. False alarm, and that ends the... So here now is the pitcher, Jake Arrieta. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. Fastball in there for a called strike.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, as he'll take a good look at a curveball that sweeps right across the zone in there for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. The throw into second. But he'll be in there with a double.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good looking swing.
In there, no balls and a strike. Hit on the ground toward the left. Frazier is there, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Cesar Hernandez. He singled his last time up. Wheeler pauses. First pitch on the way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Herrera at second with 2 down. And that swung on and missed on a pitch down, 1-1. A swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. Jay Bruce will be the one to lead us off when we return. It's the Mets 3 and the Phillies nothing. Here's Jay Bruce now.
Leading off for the Mets, the right fielder number 19, James Bruce.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 home is taken for ball 2.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Now the 2-0. Nope. 3-0.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
Here it is, the 3-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Now the 3-2 pitch. And it's belted high and deep into right center. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here's Todd Frazier now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit weakly back to the mound. In time to first, and there are 2 away. So 2 gone in the inning now for Adrian Gonzalez. First offering on its way. A swing and a miss at one that almost hit him.
Hey, if I'm on the mound right now and I get a swing.
Here comes the 0-1.
Nope.
And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And he misses 2-1.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
The 2-1 home is looked at for ball 3.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Skied down the left field line. And it, in fact, lands in the corner, foul. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. They lead it 3-0. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. No balls and a strike to count. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Well, first baseman, number 41, Carlos Santana.
So now Carlos Santana, so far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Stepping in now, Jorge Alfaro. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. First time up, he went down looking. 0-1, here it comes.
Ball 1.
And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. The 1-1. High and deep to left center field. Cespedes going back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Every hitting coach in the league will tell you it only takes one swing of the bat to get out of a slump, and maybe that's what we're seeing right here. He's been struggling, no doubt about it, but he's able to lace this thing off the wall, and he's standing at second with some newfound confidence.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. 0-2 the count to Crawford.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Liner toward right center, and he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game.
Third baseman, Adam.
Ready for another chance? Adam Rosales. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. So here's the Mets pitcher, Zach Wheeler. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Zach Wheeler.
Here it comes. Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch. Swings through the slider there. And not much of an effort there. He'll look at strike 3 called, and on 3 pitches, he's your first out of the inning.
Up next for the Mets.
The catcher, Devin Mesoraco, stands in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Altair racing back and off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 3rd home run for him on the year. And the Mets open things up here. It's now 4-1.
Well, before that homer, he was on autopilot, retiring 5 hitters in a row. Just goes to show you, 1 lapse, 1 bad location, and all of a sudden you're licking your wounds a bit.
The batter, number 1, Jordan Ahmed Rosario.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Now the pitch. Hit back up the middle. And there's out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that'll bring in the second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Liner in there for a base hit. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. If the result works, pitcher can't be too mad.
In now, Michael Conforto. Seared down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. It was a walk in his last trip. 0-1 count and the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Conforto, a native of Washington, the Evergreen State. He was selected in the 1st round during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, man.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. But the Mets are able to tack on 1 thanks to the solo homer. Middle of the afternoon here in the city of brotherly love. It's now a 4-1 Mets lead. Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Jake Arrieta. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. In there, strike 1. 0-1, here it comes. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1. Here's Wheeler on 1-1. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. The 1-2. On a line, that's a base hit. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
Well, maybe he can take one positive from this right here with that huge base hit. I got to be honest, I wasn't even expecting him to go to the on-deck circle. The way he's been throwing the ball, scuffling a little bit, I thought maybe manager would pinch hit for him. But not so. But at least he's got the knock to fall back.
Center fielder, Aaron Altair.
Digging in once again, Aaron Altair. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Favorable call in there for a strike.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Phillies go down. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
Pitch on the way. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. And he will get there to make the running catch as that ball hung up just a little bit too long. So a nice running catch on display that time as we get a look at it again with Showtrack. He took a nice route, covered a good amount of ground, 100 feet to be exact, to bring that one in. Well done. Here's Jay Bruce now as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Crawford fields it cleanly. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away. Todd Frazier will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Here comes the first pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And he misses again, 2-0.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
3-0 now. Got to find the strike zone. Here's the 3-0. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Now the payoff pitch home. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Down in order go the Mets. Ready for another chance. Cesar Hernandez. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th. Right there for strike 1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
But right there to glove it is the shortstop for the first out. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Hoskins behind to count 0-2.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep it back on low speed.
Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
The first baseman, number 41.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlos Santana. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
1 ball, no strikes to count. 6th inning, 4-1 is our score. Slider stayed too low, ball 2. Two balls and a strike.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
Swinging a ground ball to third. Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is retired. 1 left for Philadelphia. They trail it 4-1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Phillies.
Here's Adrian now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Rodriguez.
First pitch on its way. The fastball down near the shoe tops. And the changeup is way low that time.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
3-0 now. He's set. Here's the 3-0. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
The 3-1. And a good take there as they'll have a lead. Leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4. Ready once again, Zach Wheeler. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Brandon Nimmo will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Chased a bad one there. 1-1.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
Hit hard down the line. And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at 2nd and 3rd to start the inning.
The catcher, number 40, Devin Mesoraco.
Digging in to try it again, Devin Mesoraco. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. Needed a sand wedge for that one. Swung on and missed.
Sometimes you just got to laugh at yourself. Hitting's the hardest thing to do in all of sport. You take an ugly swing like that, take a deep breath, step out, smile about it, and get back in that box and try and do damage.
Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he's just going to try to draw an airmailed throw as he heads back to third now with one away in the inning. Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in Ahmed Rosario. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. As a look, now the pitch. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
Dan, they're absolutely knocking the cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting that night.
Now batting, center fielder, Michael Conforto.
Into the box, Michael Conforto, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. No hits to this point. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 2-1 pitch. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Crawford has it. Throw gets him. 2 down. Next up from New York, Yoenis Cespedes. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a first pitch chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. 4 runs here in this half inning. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But the damage has been done for the Mets, and it came on this grand slam. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Mets 8 and the Phillies 1. Jacob Rain gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh. He's set. Here it comes. The bouncer to the left side. Rosario brings it in. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. Riding in once again, Adam Rosales. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Popped him up. Bruce coming on, and this is going to wind up a foul ball.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. Nick Williams will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Swing, high drive, deep down the left field line. This ball is slicing, and he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. And it's 1-2. Williams swings the bat and throws from the left side and stands in at 6'3". This is his second year as a major leaguer. Again, another foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Hector Neris enters now in a mop-up role, as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Here's Jay Bruce now. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Here comes the first pitch. Way out in front. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Jay Bruce goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning. From the stretch, swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here. 0-1. The 0-1. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Swung on in the dirt. Strike 3. Up with it, Alfaro. And he makes the throw to first. Frazier is retired. 2 down now. Here's Adrian now. His career numbers against Hector Neris. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
Here it comes, 2-0. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Here's the 2-1 to Gonzalez. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that'll miss. It's ball 4, and down to first goes Adrian.
The left fielder, number 9.
Now at the plate, Brandon Nimmo. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side.
Your attention, please. Now
So a new pitcher is set to come on as we'll see the hard-throwing southpaw Dan Runsler here. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Out in front as he rolls over it to second. Right to Cabrera. And there's one down now.
Now batting, center fielder, Aaron.
Digging in once again, Aaron Altair. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fouled off. Here it comes on 0-2. Weekly hit to third. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
Now batting.
Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one.
Now pitching for the Mets, number 44, AEG Ramos.
First pitch coming, here it is. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
0-1, here it comes. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone, get ahead in the count.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. It's still in. Tommy Hunter comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Ready for another shot now. Devin Mesoraco. He'll be charged with trying to get on board, leading off the 9th. Hit on the ground out to short. Crawford gloves it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Up next for the Mets.
And that will bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a drive out to the gap in right center. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Into the box now as Drupal Cabrera, as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Chasing after it is Herrera. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Next for the Mets, Michael Conforto, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First delivery to him on the way. Now a cut fastball that almost had a little too much cut as it nearly ran in and got him.
You know, pitching isn't always about throwing strikes. Sometimes you just need to make sure your opponent isn't too comfortable up there. And that's just what he did right there. Busted him inside with good hard stuff.
That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. The relay. Throw to second, and he's out. But 1 run does come in to score on the play before the inning comes to an end. Mets for. And will bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Swinging a blooper to the right side. Bruce coming on, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. Here it comes on 1-1. Ran one in on him there as this is hit softly to third. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
Standing in now, Jorge Alfaro. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike. And that's the second out of the inning.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities. And when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Digging in now, Adam Rosales. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And this ball swung on and hit to center field. And this should do it. He's got it, and the Mets will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Hey, I've given up trying to predict when this amazing streak's going to end. So I'm just going to congratulate them and say, well done.
9-1 is the way this one ends. New York jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Zach Wheeler earns win number 7 on the season. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.